Make sure to check out and join my UGC group with a bunch of Roblox accessories, buy them if you like, and follow me on Roblox to help out. Also, like and subscribe so we can hit 115k subs. What's up guys, it's Punchy. Today I'm bringing you some exciting community source info about what might be Deepwoken's next big boss fight. It's still early, so take it with a grain of salt, but here's what the community's talking about. Quick disclaimer before we dive in, I am a tester for Deepwoken and I do have inside info on this upcoming content, and I won't and can't share anything confidential. Instead, we'll be breaking down only what's publicly available to everyone and seeing how the community is interpreting it. I'll keep things as unbiased and straightforward as I possibly can, but as always, please drop your own theories and thoughts below. So let's take a look at what might be coming in Deepwoken's breakout update or, content. First off, let's talk about the dev behind the scenes, Dexarius. He's one of Deepwoken's content developers, and if there's one thing that he's known for, it's definitely his love for the 100 Legions and all things Khan. From rocking an exclusive spec Khan variant to dropping the Legion Imperial staff, Dex has always been repping this faction, and it's pretty clear. Think of him like the 100 Legions version of Yayafino, who's all about the Hive. Dex isn't just a fan, he's one of the main forces shaping this faction's future. But with all of that being said, the 100 Legions might just be the most overlooked and underdeveloped faction in all of Deepwoken. Sure, they've got a unique fist style, a themed weapon or two, some armor sets, scattered enemies, and more recently, the Imperial Staff and Imperator's Edge. So yeah, they're getting some love. But let's be real, compared to other factions, the Legion feels so slept on, underused, and kind of disrespected in the grand scope of the game. I mean, let's be honest, the only real mention they get in the lore is about how they lost, and now they're just chilling in a cave while other factions have full-on bases and strongholds. It's not a great look, but there might be some changes, and from the signs we're seeing, these could be some big ones. Now, here's where things get interesting. On Twitter, the official Deepwoken account dropped a teaser with a pretty cryptic post saying it raises the question how the Authority ever managed to capture, let alone cage, a man like Titus. Alongside that, we see an image of a mysterious new character, presumably named Titus, with the 100 Legion symbol hovering above him and the bold title which says Breakout. The community is saying this heavily suggests that Titus, a key figure from the Legion, was captured by the Authority and he's about to break free. So, not only does this line up with the theme, but the post was also reacted to with the Khan emoji, practically confirming the faction's involvement. It's looking more and more like the 100 Legions are finally stepping out of the shadows and into the spotlight. Now, let's talk more about this mysterious figure, Titus. There's not a ton to go off from the official post alone, but don't worry, there's even more. Dexarius himself dropped a tweet titled Cool Legion Guy Reveal, and in it, we see a massive towering Khan unlike anything that we've seen before. Players are assuming that this giant is Titus, and honestly it makes sense. Compared to everyone else in the screenshot, this dude is huge, probably one of the largest humanoid characters that we've seen in Deepwoken. And here's where things get even more interesting. There's another massive Khan in the lore and in the game named Brutus, who was captured by the Authority, and his name just so happens to rhyme with Titus. Coincidence? The community doesn't really think so. A lot of people are speculating that these two are related, maybe brothers, I don't know, maybe former Legion champions, and if that's the case, we might be seeing the start of something way bigger than just a boss fight. Back to the teaser, this Legion figure, likely Titus, has glowing white and gold eyes, just like the original post hinted. He's seen slamming the ground with a surge of massive white lightning or plasma, which already gives boss fight energy, and that's crazy. So the arena here, it looks brand new, but it strongly resembles Fort Merit, the Authority's massive prison complex. That's where captives like Brutus are held, and with the recent interior rework to Fort Merit, the timing feels way too perfect to ignore. Between the setting, the chains, the lighting, and the raw power of this character, it's pretty clear there's tension building between the 100 Legions and the Authority. Whether it's a breakout, a revenge arc, or a full-on war, it looks like we're in for something big, and yeah, also the people here are kind of big too. Another thing, something pretty unexpected. In the most recent update, a possible new item slipped through the cracks, a leaked placeholder item called Titus Gauntlets. It looks like a new pair of cestus, possibly tied directly to the upcoming content, and it's called Titus Gauntlets. Now, I won't go into any details or leaks beyond that, but it's safe to say that if this is legit, Titus might be having unique loot, and that's kinda crazy. With everything that we've seen, what does the community actually think this content is leading up to? Well, the big theory right now now is that Titus is a boss, and honestly, that might check out. The devs are clearly building up his presence, and from what we've seen, he's massive. If true, this could be a huge shift in how Deepwoken handles humanoid bosses, and that's gonna be fun. Up until now, enemies like Maestro and the Duke have always matched the player in size, but Titus, he might break the mold completely. Imagine a giant boss that can one-tap blocks or even destroy parts of the arena mid-fight, kinda like Promadon. That could be crazy. That kind of scale and power opens the door to a completely new type of boss experience, and the potential here is wild. On top of all that, we got some major messages from the main man himself, Dexarius, and yeah, he's kind of funny because he tends to drop truth nukes out of nowhere, and yeah, it's just insane. In the main Deepwoken Discord, he straight up said Legion Oath won't be super complicated, and that one line pretty much confirms a new Legion theme oath is coming sometime soon, maybe with this content. The community is saying when you connect that with everything that we've seen about Titus, this massive, no-nonsense brawler, you know, basically a meathead, it all starts to come together. They think if the oath reflects his style, we're likely looking at something raw and pretty direct, no flashy mechanics, just hands, power, and pure Legion grit. It could be simple, but potentially one of the most satisfying oaths to use. Of course, Dex has always been talking about a Legion oath and more Legion-focused content for a while now, but this recent tease feels different, and people are connecting the dots. Coming full circle, we've seen Dex reveal a massive new Legion enemy, mention a new Legion oath, and show off what looks like a brand new arena. While the architecture of this shares the familiar Authority design, players have pointed out that nothing currently in the game matches this exact look. Whether it's a new boss arena, a Fort Merit expansion, or even the setup for a future dungeon, the speculation from the community is running wild, and honestly, it's very exciting to watch the pieces fall into place. I'm honestly super hyped to see one of the largest and most overlooked factions in all of Deepwoken finally getting the spotlight. This expansion feels like it could be way bigger than we expected, and if everything lines up, it might redefine how we view the 100 Legions entirely. For the community, it's a mix of hype, curiosity, and a little bit of uncertainty, but that's what makes it so exciting. With everything that we've gone over, what do you guys think about the upcoming content? We've had teasers before, like the Hive update or Conquest, which kind of faded into the background, but this feels different. Honestly, this came out of nowhere and it's building up fast. As a fan of the 100 Legions, I'm genuinely hyped to see where this goes, whether it's a boss, a dungeon, or something even bigger. I can't wait to find out. Drop your thoughts down below. I'd love to hear your theories and discuss them. Let's see what the future holds for the Legion. Of course, just to be clear, everything that I've said in this video is purely speculation. Nothing's confirmed, and I'm seriously just looking at what's publicly available and sharing what the community's been piecing together. As always, things are subject to change, but whatever happens, I'm hoping it's fun, fresh, and worth diving into. I'm hyped to see what Dex and Ed are cooking behind the scenes, and you already know I'll be there to break it all down when it comes out. Thanks once again to all my supporters who motivate me daily and directly help out the channel. If you want to join as a member and directly support me, go down below. Besides that, my personal Discord, Guild Discord, and my UGC group are linked, so check them out. Thanks once again, and make sure to like and subscribe. It's punchin' time.